So let's get out our synthetic chiseled edge brush and we'll do a tree. I'm going to use dark colors. I'm just going to use my blue and my black. Just make sure the blue is really dark. A bit of blue and a bit of black. I just put that together there on my chiseled edge. And I'm going to make a tree. Now, I'll make the bottom of the tree somewhere around here behind the house. So let's just touch on the chiseled edge and push and up, 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 up. As you come up, lift up on the chiseled edge so it comes to a thin, see? Let's straighten up this bottom here after. Just fill it in if you have to. Keep your chiseled edge brush. Now I know in some videos you see some artists, they do a full painting with just a one brush. But I like experimenting with different brushes. Just makes it fun and enjoyable. There's lots of ways you can paint. You can paint with your fingers, you can paint with sponges, with anything you have around the house, maybe even Q-tips. I don't know, but you know what? I love seeing what the brushes can do, and I like working with more than one brush. My favorites are my fan brush and my chiseled edge brushes and my bristle brushes and my liner brushes. They're basically it. So you only need 3 or 4, but different sizes, just so you can see what everything does. So that looks good. So now what you're going to do now is you can take some limbs off of that, some bigger limbs. We'll use the chisel edge for the bigger limbs, then we'll go to the smaller brush, the liner brush for the smaller ones, okay? So start on your trunk and pull up, and on the chisel edge just come on out here and pull up some of these bigger ones first, okay? These are going to look nice with snow on them. So let's see what we need here. Let's see. Maybe we can take another bigger one off. Straighten it up a little bit here. So maybe we can take another bigger one off of that and come over this way. Alright. Chiseled edge. Don't push too hard. Alright. Maybe there's another one over here. If you stay right on the chiseled edge, it should be okay. Alright, and if your paint won't move, just use some blending gel or a bit of water. Start on the tree and then come off the tree, okay? See, that makes it much easier. I'll probably put another one up here. And probably another one, I don't know, coming off of here somewhere. See if that's enough. Let's see, I'm trying to think. Maybe another little one here. Need more paint. Chiseled edge off the tree. Maybe I'll take some branches off of that one. Good. And let's see. Maybe I'll take a branch off of this one. So take branches off of branches, okay? So when you get a branch done, take more branch, and don't push as hard, that way you'll get a thinner line. Maybe I'll take another branch off of this one. Maybe another one off of this one. So look at your branches and then keep taking branches off of those branches. And sometimes it might look funny at first, but by the time we get snow on those and the smaller branches, it'll look really cute. Okay. Maybe there's one coming off of that one. That doesn't look like too bad of a tree to get started. Now we'll switch over to our other brush now, our liner. You can use a long liner like this one, or you can use a smaller liner. Whatever works for you, as long as it's nice and skinny at the top. top has to be nice and thin, okay? Just round it out. When you roll it in your paint, it'll round right out, see? And then make sure your brush is damp but not dripping. Roll it in your paint. Just roll it. Roll it. Okay, and that's, if you see that's not enough paint, just bring more paint over and more paint over and dip it in your water again. And look, it's dripping now, okay? But what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll it in the paint and that will stop it from dripping. Now let's try that on our tree. Let's see what happens. Here we go. There's a branch. There's another branch. Take this branch here. I just want to clean that one up a little bit. Take another branch off of that one. Let's try to play with our palette knife again. Put something down here like these rocks or, you know, like some bushes coming out of it or whatever. So I'm just going to put some black and blue together for now. A little bit of white. So I'm just going to grab in some of my blue. So I'm going to make sure that's full. Let's see. I don't see that being full, do you? There we go. And then some black just to some shadow. And some white. Let's see what happens there. We'll experiment together. Over in this corner, let's just make a... Oh wow, that's really nice. Look at that. All kinds of shapes, and you probably wouldn't get with a brush. See that? See that? Isn't that nice? I'm going to dip into some of my white. Just playing around. I'm going to add a little bit more white on here. Leave the top. I'm going to leave that top and just pull on some white there. Just make it look like there might be snow or something there. Look at that. That's, you wouldn't get that with a brush. So every now and then pick up your palette knife and try some different things. A few things I showed you today might help. Take your liner brush and we'll take some twigs and stuff out of there. Just put some black and blue on there again. And we will, you can use burnt umber instead of black if you like, which are blue, ultramarine blue. Alright, so I'm just going to throw in some twigs. Just pretend you're doing a branch on a tree, okay? So we do a branch on a tree, you got your branch, and then you pull off some of these smaller ones, okay? So we'll do a couple here first. Just so we'll have a few twigs. We'll just throw a few little. We don't need many. Okay. Get a couple smaller ones would be nice. Yep, just pretend you're doing your tree again. So we'll put some snow and things on that, so that's okay. And we have a few, maybe in this corner here. Maybe there's a few down here just sticking out somewhere, you know, just boom, 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 boom. We'll put some snow on those. Go to the left, go to the right, and straight up. To the left, to the right, straight up, to the left. Alright, so that's all we need because we're going to put snow on those. You don't have to have those, but you can certainly put them there if you want. You can even put a few behind the tree if you want to, but I don't know, maybe I'm doing too many. I don't know. A little few here, I don't know. I didn't put them in my other one. But I wanted to, I like playing around with it, see what it looks like. So we'll put a fence in there now. So same with the fence, just some black and blue, or burnt umber and ultramarine blue. Would be a nice dark color. And we will figure out where we want, you know, maybe we should put some chalk there first. Let's try yellow. Oh, still can't see it, okay. But use chalk or something and that you can see, because you may not be able to see it here. But I'm going to just do it with the brush. So I'll bring it down here level with the, I'll bring it down level with the this here. Actually, I'll leave it up a little bit so that it looks like it's behind the house a little bit more. We'll just come over and make a guess. And another one here, and they get a bit taller as they come out. That's good. That's good. Put a bit of snow down around here too. We're going to put some shadows in. So take your same brush and get your blue, your ultramarine blue, and what else do we need? Just get your purple color that we did before, and we will make some shadows. So there's your sort of shadow, because the sun is shining on to the left, on the left of these, the shadow will go towards the right. Alright, we got shadows. We have a shadow. With your dirty brush, let's put a shadow here. Maybe not too dark. I had a little bit of white, it was too dark. And just put a little shadow back here, behind the house, and by the tree. Break it up a little bit so it looks like the snow is in between. There we go. That's okay. See, there's shadows. Shadows are really nice in paintings. They give depth and it makes it look really nice. All these small little details really help a lot. I mean, you could even leave it like that. You could do it just a plain painting. You don't have to have all these details in it, but to make it look more, I don't know, give people, if people are looking at your painting, they have more to look at. And maybe that fence has a little bit of something holding it up. I wonder what it is. Let's see. Maybe a little bit of wire or something, I don't know. Something like that. And maybe there's little bits of this grass going up here. Like I said, this is your painting, so you can put in whatever you want. Little things in the snow there, you know, sticking out. Now, good. I'll put a little bit of a highlight there on the edge of the fence. Just a little bit on the edge here where the sun is shining. Good. And pick up some more white. And what else can we do? How about we just lay a bit of snow here on the edge here. Just follow what those marks there are there already, so you don't have to do very much. Just going to give it a little bit of an edge there. Get my hand out of the way for you. So take your liner brush or a really small round brush, put white on there, a little bit of blue mixed in, it's good. And we'll just add snow to some of our trees and these things here, okay? So the sun is coming in from the left. Always be mindful of the sun so you know where to put your highlights. I'm just dabbing on a little bit here and there, trying to stay a little bit to the left. Putting a little bit of snow here so that it looks like it's not just sticking out, but it's behind the snow. Like so, all these little tiny things help. Let's put some white on the branches. So let's go with a bit of white, tiny bit of blue. Pick your branches. So light's coming in through this way. So we'll, now the snow, if it falls down, it's going to fall in between these branches, isn't it? Something we have to think about. Now that's not bad. We can probably add more if you like. I'm going to put on some highlights on the tree. So let's put some highlights on the tree. Let's see, let's see. Well, I'm using a fan brush, and if that's too, you don't want to do that, you can use another brush. I'm just trying to see if this brush works. Not bad. A little bit big. Oh. I'm going to try a synthetic one. The Bristle one is is nice, but I'm finding that the this has more of a chiseled edge, so it might work better. Let's just try that. Kind of a purplish color. Add a bit of red and blue, just to, so the sun is coming in through here. It's going to go on down here. Just touch off the edge there. Leave some of the dark coming through. And just go back in here. Just spread it out a little bit. Go through the branches. There we go. There's probably a bit of shadow down there anyway, so you don't need a big lot of weight down there, but the top part might have a bit of sun hitting off it. So that looks pretty nice. I think we're good to go there. I think we are. I better leave it alone, I'm going to ruin it. Okay, so I'm going to dab on the corner of my brush a little bit of snow out here just to bury that tree. Bury that stuff right there. And I'm going to pull up a little bit just to say there's some snow hitting off of there. Okay, I think we're done with that much. Now we'll work on the house, the barn again, so that we can put our shadows in and fix our windows up and stuff like that, and then we're done. So let's make our purple color with just a bit of blue and some red. Nice dark color, so we got shadows, and if you want it a bit lighter you can certainly. Let's go on the blue side. The blue side. Alright, I'm going to try that. Maybe, maybe not, I don't know. I don't want to ruin my house. Now you don't have to do these shadows if you don't want them, but they help. Here's how it looks with shadows. Okay, so we're gonna try that. Alright, here's the scary part. Now, you can tape it off if you want, or you can just go right underneath there. I think I'll tape it off. I'm not that brave. I know. I'm going to start on the tape first because I want to work my way down gently, right on the edge. Right on the edge. And I'm going to add a little bit, touch and pull in a little bit. Just a little bit. Don't need much there. And just a little bit here. Don't pick up any more paint. Just drag it a little bit over what's already left on your brush. Just a little bit there. Like almost like dry brushing. Okay, this should do it. What happens? Yay. Alright, I'm going to clean my brush off because I got a lot of paint on it. I'm going to clean it off. I'm going to put it in water and I'm going to clean it off. And then I'm going to drag that on here. You got to get up underneath there. Drag that on there. And if you need more paint, just put it on there. Oops. Need to get underneath that roof because that'll make it look like it's the roof is coming out a little bit. Too much over there. I'm gonna. Let's see where else we need it. Let's see. Just getting a bit of water because my paint is a little dry, and I'm going to touch and pull some of it in there. Okay. Not very much, just enough to shadow it up. A little bit on the bottom, on the edge. If you're afraid to do this, don't do it. No, you don't want it. If your house looks really cute, you don't want, your barn looks really cute, you don't want to destroy it, but just showing you what you can do, okay? So you can do whatever way you want. Trying to get a shadow in that corner there. Too much paint, so wiped off my brush. A little bit of shadow here, nice and dark. Might need a smaller brush for this. I'll just use in the corner there now. And I need a little more red up in that corner also. So I will get a smaller brush and I'll put that little corner up there. I can see now why some people use only one brush. I don't mind though, I like using a bunch of brushes. I like it. I don't think I need anything else there. A little bit of a shadow up here in this corner. Helps to use a smaller brush. See? Nice dark shadow there. It brings that part of the roof out, see? And a little bit under here. And around here. And that'll set the house back to make the roof look like it's coming out. Alright. Let's add a bit of that shadow color in between the door here. It's still wet, so I'm getting it on my finger. That's that one. Use your pinky to, if you need to, every now and then. To steady your hand. And down here. Now clean off your brush really good, or get a clean brush that you haven't used. I'm just going to use a Bristle dry brush here. It's dry, so I'm going to take that and I'm going to scrub around that little edge there just to soften it up. Okay, and if it don't move, add a little tiny bit of water to your brush. That will help it move a little bit, see? You get a nice little shadow around your door then, see? There we go. And maybe a little bit of shadow to set this off. Just a little bit. That helps. And we have a little edge here. And we have, what else do we have there? I believe we had a corner on that, didn't we? I know we had one over here. Touch, 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 touch. Let's see. Touch, touch, touch. Need a bit of a shadow around that, but that's okay. And then I'm going to try and fix my little window. Alright. I'm going to add a little more white here. Center. And I'm going to go back to some red, and then I'm going to finish that for you. Just got a couple more things I want to do. So a few little cracks on the edges, just to give it a worn look. Get your chiseled edge and try to get that. Try to get a few of those on there. So when you get these on, what you do is you put a couple on there like that, separate it, and then you put some in between. Okay, so then you put some in between like that. And then you will clean that up with a bigger brush, chiseled edge. Clean off your brush. I'm going to put a small bit of white on my chisel brush, and I'm just going to clean that up a little bit. Pull that in towards the roof. Try to catch it before it dries. So that's all you have to do, is just put a few little cracks on the edges there, and you can have them or you don't have to have them, it's up to you. Try it with a little liner brush here just to get a little tiny bit more in there. Yes, I try another brush there now. I'm just going to use my finger. Why not? Do some finger painting. How's that? That's better. Gives it kind of a shadow too from the tree, doesn't it? Pulling in that little bit of dark color. Look. A little bit of an edge. Plus a little bit of a shadow from the tree. I think I'm just going to play around the sky a little bit more now, and then I think I'm going to call it finished. I still like to have a little bit more cracks there. I'm going to go with a nice dark blue, black add to my blue, just to get it to stand out a little bit more. I'm going to pick a couple little spots here. Too much. Doesn't want to stay on. It's a bit better. Okay, now I want to play around with the sky just a little bit and then I will let you go. Alright. So the important thing is shadows, highlights, and the brightness in certain areas. Bring out that bright colors. Like if you want to, you can bring out more bright color. A bit of yellow and a bit of white. And you can bring out a really bright color here. Add some more light here so that you can get a nice bright color. See? See how that adds to it? Right? You want it brighter, just add more white. Right? It looks so nice too, doesn't it? Yeah. So make sure there's lots of light in your paintings, especially if you're thinking about selling them, okay? If you're thinking about selling paintings, make sure that you got lots of light going on there, certain spots, not everywhere, because you want light against dark, so the dark trees bring out the light here in the background. Maybe there's a little bit in the back over here. And maybe it's getting close to evening or something, you know? Maybe. There won't be too much light back here because the house is there, but you can put in a few little lights. See how that bit of light, just that little bit of light, brightens it up so much. Maybe they're clouds. Yeah. I think that's good. I think we're getting some nice results. Just going to clean up that edge a little bit there with a clean brush. I like things to be soft on the edges, not too rough. See? See that little bit of light? Just that alone really, really helps. You can even add a little bit of light. The sun is shining on that. You can add a bit of more red and a little bit of white just to brighten it up a little bit. Very little paint. That's the trick. Okay? Very little paint. That way you won't destroy everything. I think I'll leave that. So, there it is. I think I'm done. Can't think of anything else to do with it. If you can, you certainly go ahead and do whatever you want. I can't think of anything else to do with it. I think it looks pretty nice. And I hope you enjoyed this painting, and I hope you've learned a lot from it. And so you go ahead and practice. Send me a picture of your painting if you get it done, or if you need help, just email me at allisonpryor@yahoo.com. And let me know in the comment section if you have any questions about this painting and all that good stuff. I love to hear from you. And I'll see you in the next video. Signing off from Allison Pryor. Happy painting, everybody. Bye.